Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, you came at the right time, okay? If you have been following me, I am so grateful for you, and I promise I'm going to deliver this time. I am Onyx Frederick. The kiddos in my classroom call me Miss Frederick, and I am a very passionate secondary teacher that has officially been teaching ELA since last year. And my journey has led me here, but let me tell you, okay, it was not an easy one. So I just want to make this video, give you like a welcome to my page, a little bit about me, again, an update if you've been wondering where she been at since the last classroom setup. So if you want to know those things, then just stay tuned. And let's have a real chat. Let's have a real chat. Okay, so my teaching journey started in 2017 after I graduated high school. After I graduated college, I had some things happen in life, and I'm like, okay, I need to get a job. Now, I have always desired to be an entrepreneur. Like, that has been my main goal since day one. I already knew I was going to be somebody's CEO, running my own company. And though I've done that for the past 10 years, within the last year and a half, I really spent some time like really trying to decide where it is that I'm going in life. What is God's purpose for me? What has he called me to do? What has he called me to be? And in that time, I've realized that everything he's allowed me to do up until this point has prepared me for where it is that I believe I'm destined to go in the future. So in the year 2021-22, I think that was my last, 2021, at the end of that school year, I decided to leave the education system, and I partnered with two amazing women and started a marketing firm. And we did a lot of different services, and I loved it. It was like my dream had finally came true, okay? I had a little office space. I was getting the clients. Like, everything was just everything. And it was giving what it needed to give. But I just didn't feel like complete. Like, I felt like, okay, now I feel as though my dreams are coming true. I have this company, money is being made. I'm working with these amazing women. Like, I feel like I finally have arrived to where I've been trying to get to this whole time in my life. And I just did not feel fulfilled. Like, I felt like something was missing. And then around, I think, June of 2022, one of my old coworkers got married, and she invited me to the wedding. And I saw all of my old coworkers. And okay, your girl is a sap. All of the emotions that just started coming back. And I'm like, I miss teaching. Like, I miss being in the classroom, teaching the kids, things like that. And I just decided I want to go back to teaching. And so I did what I needed to do, and I made my way back into the classroom. And when I came back in my prior years of education, I taught art. So that was what my certification was for. So I started out as an 8th grade art teacher or a middle school art teacher in my first year. And then after that, I taught high school art from 9th through 12th grades for 3 years. And then my last year before I transitioned out, I was teaching career and personal skills to middle schoolers as well. So, my dream has always been to be an ELA teacher. Like, I love English language arts, reading, challenging the students to think, challenging them to be creative, and just to see it in a different light. And I always come up with these creative lesson plans and ideas of how teachers could teach something. Even as an art teacher, my students would come to me and tell me that they're like struggling with this assignment. They don't understand it, and I would be like, oh, if I was in that position, blah, 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 blah. So I was looking to get back into the school system, and I was honored to stumble upon an 8th grade ELA position within the same company that I worked for before. And so that is what I did this past year. And when I say full circle, like, I just feel so complete. And so I know that education is where I'm meant to be. And now that is kind of like my focus. I've always been a secondary teacher. I bow down and I give all of the flowers, gift cards, free coffee, whatever y'all want. I give it to all of the primary teachers, but that is just not my calling. Okay, the little babies, I can't do it. And so secondary has always been like where my heart has desired to be. And so now I'm just more in a space of where I want to kind of create a space for secondary teachers, because I am a social media person. I'm always on TikTok, I'm always on Instagram, I'm always on YouTube, and it seems like everything as it pertains to education is always built or created for the primary. And so I know this past year I would sit in the front office during my planning period, and they would get all of these books that come in with different resources and manipulatives and all of these things that can be added into the classroom to increase or encourage different styles of learning. And I would always tell my principal, like, where is the stuff for the secondary? Like, where is the stuff for the older kids? And she's like, maybe it's meant for you to create it. And you know what? The Lord was speaking through her, because I do feel as though that is what I'm called to do. So on this channel, said all of that to say, on this channel, I'm hoping to basically provide insight, resources, tips, tricks, and provide any type of knowledge that I can as it pertains to secondary. That's from 6th grade all the way up until 12th grade. I really want to kind of expound on all of the things, come up with different creative ways to lesson plan, how to organize, because these are the things that we don't see on a secondary level. And sometimes we get caught up in looking at what we see on social media, but not understanding that it's a completely different playing field when it comes to the older generation or the older kids. And I know a lot of people steer away from them because they think about like the attitudes and all of these things, but y'all, those are the things that fuel me. Like, it makes me happy, okay? And when I think about like why I became a teacher and what started my career, then that's kind of what comes to mind. And I always like to say, I put it on my board my last year teaching, and I put that I became a teacher to be the teacher I needed when I was their age. And so I was the worst of the worst. Like, those of you that are already teachers, I want you to close your eyes. And if you're not a teacher right now and you are an aspiring teacher, I want you to also close your eyes and think of when you were in school. Teachers, think about in your classroom, you know, that one student, you know, very loud, very rude, like attitude is on 12, you know, just barely making it through. And you just wonder like how many more days till she is on to the next grade level. Or from the classroom perspective, as a student, you know, that girl in your class that just like, she's so mean, like, well, who did something to her? That was me. And I didn't even have no reason to be like that, but it was what it was. I've grown, I've learned, and I'm not that person anymore. To all of my old classmates, I do apologize. But again, I wish that I would have had a teacher like me that cared, and that took the time to like really break down those walls and those barriers, because I feel like I could have advanced a lot more. I mean, hey, your girl got degrees and she is highly educated and well-rounded, but I definitely think that there are a lot of things in life I could have avoided if I would have had a teacher like the one I had when it was too late, which was like right when I was about to graduate high school. So again, if you are interested in finding a secondary teacher bestie, call on me, pick me. I want to be her. If you're looking for tips, tricks, you want to be able to ask questions, you want real answers, call on me. I'll be her. I will volunteer for tribute. I love all things classroom decor, classroom organizations, like all of the things that you find on the teacher side of the internet, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I want to be able to provide that as well, but from a secondary point of view. Okay, so welcome. This is Pretty Bossy Educator. There's so many things to come. I'm going to be releasing merchandise, shirts, planners, all of those great things, resources. So please stay connected. Don't lose. Follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, so that way you can get all of the stuff. But yeah, that's kind of it. And I just wanted to give y'all a little introduction, because I think right now it's just a bunch of classroom setup videos, but that's going to change. I got my systems in place and we are going to do more uploading. So I think my next video that I'm going to do is going to be things that you need to think about or consider before becoming a teacher, or before, you know, deciding to join this field. And I have a lot more videos that I want to release after that. So I hope that you hit the subscribe button and join the PBE family and follow along as I follow out my dreams and do what it is that I feel that I have been purposed and created to do. This is deeper than just teaching. My plans are to go as far as I can in this educator world, and really create a learning experience like no other for our students and for my kids. So I have a lot of things to share before the upcoming school year, and I'm trying so hard to pace it and let it come out slowly but surely. But again, if anything that I said resonated, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tune in. I will be dropping videos weekly, so there will always be something. So make sure you turn on your notifications as well. And if there's anything you specifically want to know, maybe you're aspiring to be a secondary teacher, maybe you're already a teacher and you just could use some support or have some questions about something, please feel free to drop those in the comment section and I will make sure that I answer them, or get back to you. I love to engage and communicate. So again, we're gonna be besties for real, for real. Like, we gonna be best friends real bad. So if they ask you who your teacher bestie is, go ahead and tell them it's Onyx Frederick with Pretty Bossy Educator. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.